Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into the recent European elections, exploring how the EU says Russia is spreading disinformation, the rise of far-right and nationalist parties, and the responses from key players like France and Germany. First, let's talk about Russia's disinformation campaigns. According to EU officials, Russia has been actively spreading false information to influence the outcomes of elections across Europe. This includes cyber attacks on political institutions, hacking and leaking sensitive information, and a widespread disinformation campaign on social media. These efforts are designed to create confusion, distrust, and division among voters. One of the main tactics is the use of troll farms and bots to spread fake news and inflammatory content. These operations often target contentious issues such as immigration, economic policies, and national identity. By amplifying extreme viewpoints, they aim to polarize public opinion and erode trust in mainstream media and political leaders. Additionally, Russian state-backed media outlets like RT and Sputnik play a significant role in spreading disinformation. These platforms often publish biased or misleading stories that are then shared widely on social media, reaching millions of people across Europe. European leaders are increasingly aware of these threats and are taking steps to counter them. The EU has established the East Stratcom Task Force, dedicated to addressing disinformation and raising awareness about these issues. The EU's Disinformation Task Force has identified numerous fake accounts and misleading content designed to sway public opinion and create distrust in democratic institutions. These efforts are part of a broader strategy to destabilize Europe and weaken its unity. Now, let's move on to the rise of far-right and nationalist parties in Europe. Recent elections have seen significant gains for these parties, which advocate for stricter immigration policies, national sovereignty, and Euroscepticism. Parties like Italy's Lega, France's National Rally, and Germany's Alternative for Germany have capitalized on public dissatisfaction with traditional political establishments, economic hardships, and concerns over immigration. Their rise reflects a growing nationalist sentiment across the continent. But what exactly does the far right represent? These parties often promote a platform of nationalism, emphasizing the importance of national identity and cultural heritage. They tend to be critical of the EU, advocating for reduced influence of EU institutions on member states' sovereignty. They also focus on immigration control, arguing that current policies threaten national security and cultural cohesion. While their rhetoric can resonate with many voters, it also raises concerns about xenophobia and the potential erosion of democratic values. So, how have France and Germany responded to the rise of the far right? Both countries have witnessed significant electoral gains by nationalist parties, prompting reactions from their governments. In France, President Macron dissolves National Assembly and calls for snap legislative elections after EU vote defeat. French President Emmanuel Macron said Sunday he was dissolving the National Assembly and calling a snap legislative election after his party suffered a heavy defeat in elections for the European Parliament. Macron has called for stronger EU integration and reforms to better protect European interests. Macron has stressed the importance of tackling economic inequality, which is often cited as a root cause of voter dissatisfaction. His administration has introduced several reforms aimed at revitalizing the French economy, such as tax cuts for the middle class, incentives for job creation, and investments in education and vocational training. In addition to economic measures, Macron has focused on social cohesion and integration policies. This includes initiatives to improve the integration of immigrants, enhance community policing to address safety concerns, and promote secularism as a unifying principle. In Germany, Chancellor Olaf Scholz has echoed similar sentiments, stressing the importance of unity and cooperation within the EU. The German government has also been working on policies to combat disinformation and promote social cohesion. Both countries recognize the threat posed by disinformation and the appeal of nationalist narratives. They are advocating for a more resilient and united Europe to counter these challenges. The rise of far-right and nationalist parties in Europe, combined with external disinformation campaigns from Russia, presents significant challenges for the EU. As we move forward, it will be crucial for European leaders to address these issues while upholding democratic values and unity. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on global politics and news. See you next time.